What's going on YouTube? LaBelle Fullers, Gwen the Recovering Witch here. Today is day nine of the Wedin challenge, and I believe I talked about maybe doing like a glamour video for you guys, but this is basically just getting ready with me. And I kind of wanted to show you like the things that I do, and it's pretty low maintenance stuff, but kind of what puts the look for Gwen and what gets me into my witch self when I do this, but I feel witchy. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be covering today. So I got my makeup here. I have not done a makeup tutorial video before, so that's going to be interesting, number one. Number two, I did want to talk about as far as like kind of when you're doing like makeup and stuff, I'm pretty comfortable with or without, and it's really more being acceptance with myself. Obviously I don't have the wig on right now. I did take a shower this morning, washed my hair, and I already prepped my face with my facial skincare routine that I have. But the other things is that typically one of the things that I feel like is self-care for me is when I do take the time to do my makeup, or at least do eyebrows, put on mascara or eyeliner or something. So I did want to show you a little bit today and make that a little extra special. So with that regarding self-care, meaning self-love. So I do have some incense burning back here. Forgive me, I don't know the name of it right now, but I know it's called Love Spell, meaning falling in love with myself. Every time I smell that, it just brings that feeling of love for me, extending that love for myself and letting it radiate out for others. And then I also have some rose quartz here. So I like to have that handy either when I'm getting ready in the bathroom, here on my dresser. So I have it here at my YouTube workstation today. And then there were times when I'd start at the beginning and I wanted to start bringing that back, is I have little pink tea light candles. I've already cleansed and blessed this with some Florida water and kind of let it dry and set the intention that this is for self-love for me, and letting that radiate out, in which I feel like that is part of the glamour spell. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and light this. And where is my lighter? Where is my lighter? There you are. Okay. Another thing I wanted to add to this too, typically when I do any, I'll probably cover this in another video, but I do have, oh, and I have my light in pink Himalayan salt, one of the little candle holders, and I think I picked this up at Five and Below. Yeah, because they were super cheap. So I did pick those up, and it's super pretty, so I did pick up a few because they had many. But when I light the candles, anytime that either I'm reading cards or any type of ritual or any spell work that I do, I love using my tarot cards to bring in inspiration. So today I actually picked up the Magician card out of my Influence of the Angels deck, and also the Empress. The reason why I picked the Magician is basically he brings in the inspiration of being able to manipulate, take the energy created into magic. So I use him for inspiration. I could use the High Priestess, but for some reason, this card I feel like I've always resonated with, because I don't know. I actually use the High Priestess card when I'm reading tarot, and I feel like for some reason it feels right to me to keep it separate depending on the work that I'm doing. But he has the ability to manipulate and really make things that are an idea or thought into reality and make it happen. So it's getting that energy and that action into fruition. So I like using the magician. So on top of that too, because of not using the high priestess, because she does know all. She is a seer of things. But I'm using the empress today because look at this picture. Okay. Empress, we think of motherly abundance. Um, and I don't know, I just kind of felt like with the beauty that surrounds her, and it's kind of drawing in that attention of abundance. I show myself that self-love and respect, and being motherly because now I can be a mother now. I am acting as mother right now, but again, it's just the beauty behind it of her just sitting pretty and just what she is and full of life and receiving abundant blessings. So it's kind of like giving into me of how I take care of myself. I can extend it out, and so it kind of keeps just flowing back in. So when I light the candle, I have the 2 tarot cards underneath that candle, but I did want to show you guys that real quick. So maybe if you do want to do that yourselves, yeah, you can do that. But I will probably cover another video regarding using tarot for spells or rituals. Okay, and I believe I haven't really used like any of the minor arcana. It's been typically major arcana. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I don't know how much I'm going to be talking on this video, but again, I did say my face has been primed and ready to go. I'm not going to show you the labels of stuff that I've been using, because I want you to use what you have, okay, and make this your own. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my concealer because I already have my primer on, okay. So again, I apologize if, now I feel like I've gotten on, it's still a little thick. Okay. So I just kind of like cover up spots because I do have adult acne. It's gotten better, but that was kind of creating like another idea of something that I wanted to do for the future. See all that redness there? I believe I'm going to do a face mask this evening. And I'll put a little bit on the nose. So I do have, I've already done a sigil for self-love. But if you want to make it easy, don't have time, I typically do like the little heart around the nose. Again, for self-love. You can do it, you don't have to do it on the nose if you don't want to. This is going to be blended out, and you can do it on the cheek and anywhere else that you want to. My mustache. Okay. All right, and I forgot a brush. So I'll be right back with my face looking like this. I'll be right back. I told you I'd be back. Okay, so I got my brush. And I'm just kind of smoothing out. I feel like at times concealer is really all I need. I'm trying not to get comfortable with like caking on my face. And the concealer covers up quite a bit. So again, if you have to know, I have used many types of concealer, but you see how beautiful that just kind of goes on. The redness is still there, but again, I'm not trying to hide all the flaws. So but it's a NYX concealer. I have some friends who that I have worked with in cosmetics when I used to do cosmetics, and I have used Chantecaille, which is really, because my friend works there too. She's been gracious enough to give me their concealer, and by far that is like the best concealer I have ever used. But right now I'm doing drugstore. This is NYX. You can pick it up at Target or Walmart. And just in case you are wondering, this is animal and cruelty free. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to continue color my mustache. But I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing this video because I've had a friend of mine, she asked me how I did my eyebrows and she wanted me to teach her. I'm still going to teach you, Cindy. I will teach you. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys. So again, I just put a little bit on my face and I just kind of spread it out, not spreaded it. And kind of go down to the neck. So it's kind of like applying like a little bit of the foundation, but just blending it in. Because again, I do have some freckles, but I'm not trying to cover them up. So they do kind of like pop out just a little bit. But I really just kind of try to cover that acne or dark spots that I do have. So it's kind of like I have like a little ghost face or something. Okay. So the next thing I follow up with is my powder, okay? I did have another one here somewhere, I think between like packing and getting ready and stuff. I'm just using a basic powder that I had from drugstore brand. So again, you coordinate to the color that you like, okay? And I just apply all over. And again, I'm just trying to make this super simple. But again, I'm thinking at the same time, in my mind, kind of like talking about what it is that I like about me, that I'm grateful for, showing myself the self-care, and taking the time to do this and expressing gratitude. Okay. Okay. Let me get some over here. Okay. If y'all are wondering, yes, I am wearing a shirt. Okay. It's a tube top. All right. In case you were wondering. In case you were wondering. All right. So now I'm actually going to highlight. I have, again, I can show you what I have. It's a Chantecaille palette that my friend gifted me. I've been loving this. And it's a bronzer. And it's got a highlighter to it, but I use it as kind of like the blush for cheeks because it is kind of dark on some. And I just kind of go like straight across. Sometimes I kind of like the way that it looks like if I've been rolling around in the dirt or something. I don't know what it is, but like colors have really big meanings and association. I kind of find like brown being that neutral color, bringing like health, showing that I feel healthy, feeling good about myself. Okay. And then if I want to, I just kind of add a little bit up here and bring it down towards my face just to kind of add some color and slenderize my face. So you kind of see like a difference on like contouring kind of like with your face, the big changes. Okay. Yeah, what I'm finding interesting is how I'm going to explain to y'all like the wig thing. I'm not putting on wig glue today because I just washed my hair. And I've been trying to like get my scalp to breathe a little bit and not put the wig on every day. But I mean, I take it off if I go to sleep just to, it's good because it's like, you know, some people sleep with their wigs on. I've tried it. It's so uncomfortable. But if I have I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I added like a pinky color here on this palette that I have. And it really just reminds me of the Empress on that card. See her right there. Just pink, vibrant, and lovely. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about just now, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue. But yeah, I'm talking about colors and the pink. And so just that vibrancy, love. And I'm just kind of putting on a little bit of highlighter. All right, and I think next, I was kind of going back and forth if I really wanted to do this today. If you like playing with eyeshadows, by all means, I am not going to do anything fancy today, because again, I just wanted to show you guys how this is typically how I get set up, and I wanted to make it as quick and easy as possible. And if anything that I do, if you want to try it, by all means, go ahead. So I'm gonna do, yeah, I guess I'll do a little bit of highlighter today for the eyes. And I know y'all see this, but I've been trying to get these suckers to grow out for some time, so that's why I don't pluck them, okay? And I kind of feel like at times, like the way that I do it, it helps. Just with what I try to do when I do my eyebrows. When I do my eyebrows, y'all. When I do my eyebrows. Yeah, but I'm just not big on like, hey, this is the palette that I have. But if you are interested in the colors, let me know. I will comment. But I'm not doing anything like super fancy today. Okay, do I want to do emerald? Yes, because this is going to be kind of more of a glitter. And I'm just kind of going up for the crease. So again, this kind of coordinates depending on what eye that you do have. Okay. It is what it is, y'all. But green, I think earthy. And again, since we're asking the Empress card for help, the emerald, the green, it's an earth color. And the Empress is very an earth related card. I am a Capricorn, so I do like using that for inspiration. So I used like that shimmering emerald color that I have here in the palette with with sunlight. That's the name of the colors. Okay, so next up, I think I'm gonna do eyebrows next, and then I'm gonna do the eyeliner and mascara last with some lipstick, and then I'm going to show you the jewelry that I put on every single, for the most part, I have this on every single day. Depends if I go outside, the other necklace that I do have, but the earrings that I made that I've been wearing every single day. And I got some text messages last night about when I was making jewelry. I had a really good friend of mine, well, where I looked at it like, dude, you really don't have to do this, so that's really awesome of you. So I'm calling her a good friend because she didn't have to. But her name is Giselle Cakes on Instagram. And when I was selling jewelry, because she's out in California. All right, you see what I'm doing here, y'all folks? You see how my eyebrow is like this? So that's where my arch starts. That's where I'm going. You see where I'm going, Cindy? That's where I'm going. Okay, and then I just arch it back down. So just to kind of make them fuller and make sure that they're even, I'd probably go up a little up top, but it's just kind of drawing in. I brushed out my eyebrows and just kind of go and just follow along. Okay. And you can still kind of see like how the eyebrows are going in. I might trim them just a little bit, but yeah, I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care. Because I am trying to get them to grow because it takes some time. But anyway, back to the jewelry. Yeah, so Giselle Cakes is her name on Instagram. So Giselle was nice enough to buy a pair of earrings that I made, and I named the earrings Chaos Witch. Okay, George. Guys, I keep forgetting because when I make them, I make the jewelry with George. Okay, and I'm very grateful too because I'm just acting as the vessel. So that's when I say I make, and he knows that I mean well, but he's like, that's what he tells me in my ear. So George and I made those. He just kind of inspired me one day. I was feeling a certain way about something, and I just got my hands busy, and I will fix that in just a second. I'm telling y'all, it takes a couple tries, but yeah, so I made some earrings, and I called them the Chaos Witch earrings because I was feeling a certain way about something, and I had talked to a couple friends about it. And yeah, like I didn't realize this, but when George told me to put my hands on those items and make it, I didn't know for one I was going to start wire wrapping a pair of earrings. And I have never really wire wrapped before. Okay. I've done some practice, but you know, there's really like, you just kind of go with what the item tells you what to do. And George was like telling me what to do at the time. So, I listened and I just had those feelings in, just processing everything and the way I was feeling. And I wanted to not feel that way. So I guess at the same time, I was kind of like looking for a message or a sign of some sort. And I got it. I did a tarot card reading for myself. And yeah, and I got the Tower card out of all things, and I had not seen the Tower card come in for some time. And I'm going to fill this sucker in because that's like the second cousin here. Okay, try to get them to match as much as possible. But you can always go back in and fix, and I always kind of like run down. So, yeah, I called those earrings the Chaos Witch earrings because it gave me some sort of answer to something that was really on my mind and weighing heavy. And getting that inspiration, like either way, like if you're not feeling a certain way, or kind of like with the whole point with this challenge, like maybe kind of failing at something, maybe in your practice or at life or whatever. And I got a divine answer. Because at some point, I mean, there's things that if y'all could probably tell me on this. Sometimes there's things that your spirit guides will tell you, and some things that they just won't. And so sometimes they can be mute, and then they're like chatty Cathy. And George was kind of like, well, it's just like one of those things you have to like learn yourself and come to for an answer, because it's going to seem like it's so much more rewarding when you finally get the answer. So I was like, okay. And when I did, yeah, it was kind of like, okay, cool. I'm going through another spiritual awakening. It was one of those things. So yeah, so I'm going to try to clean this up just a little bit because I kind of feel like the Count from Sesame Street when I start doing this. And I like to keep them messy. Like, you know, like they're mine. And sometimes I rub off too far. Sucks. Okay. I'm going to go back in. Going back in. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. I know that the time I'm spending on this for me It doesn't have to be perfect. And I love me anyway. You see what I did there? See what I did there? Okay. All right. There's going to be memes of my face and being like, the Ronald McDonald. Actually, my brother did call me one time. He said, he's like, you look like one of the two, Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street with my eyebrows when I first started doing them. Because I used to do them so heavy. But that's okay. That is okay. That's okay. All right. Eyeliner. Well, it's going to be interesting. Okay. But you know, the whole thing with like makeup, my dad, before he had passed, when I was home from college, and say if I was getting ready to go somewhere with my husband, we were dating at the time, but if we were gonna go somewhere, and he's like, "You're putting your war paint on," I'm like, "Yeah, I am." So every time I actually found something at a store one year. It was like a lipstick carrying case. I don't even know if they really make those anymore. But yeah, I got it because it reminded me of him because it's a war paint. So not that I'm going to a war, but sometimes I do need to stand ready. Yeah, so I am a daughter of the Morrigan, and she is the goddess of war and sorcery. So, whew, okay, this is gonna be interesting. All right. How do I do this with you guys? I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do. Because I'm trying to get winged eyeliner here. Oh, I guess I could. I actually had two cameras up, so I think I'm gonna use my other one. Okay. One moment. All right, sometimes you kind of go a little bit far with the eyeliner. Again, I am not used to doing this on camera as far as surroundings, and this is going to be made public, but that's okay. So I got the eyes, I did a little wing. So when I wing them up, I always kind of feel like the crow wings, especially when they're black. I always use black eyeliner. Hardly ever, I have done occasionally a couple like in color again for a specific purpose, but I always stick with black because black is a power color to me, and it brings in protection. So, and when I wing them, I always think of my mother of crows. So I will always wing my eyeliner, or you can call it like the, well, it's, I guess it wouldn't really constitute as a cat eye, but yeah, I always like to have them there, and I think of like the wing of a crow. Okay. But yeah, guys, I don't really like caking it on, so I have some foundation, but rarely have I put it on, maybe like for special occasions, just for extra coverage, but I don't do more than that. I just kind of use the concealer, kind of spread it, and then put powder on, and then work on the other assets that I have. So I like using mascara and playing with my eyelashes, because I already have eyelashes anyway. Okay. And the final touch, what I could do now is, because I'm pretty much ready, is lip gloss. it's got like a slight tint to it, but it is a lip injection extreme. I already have lips anyway, but just to kind of make them plump and fuller. Again, envisioning and having that power to manipulate what you see and envision the Empress and being the Empress. Okay, so it's just a nude. Yeah, so there we go. Actually, I really do like how my eyebrows came out. So, yeah. All right, last but not least, a couple more things. So here's the lovely Gwen Wig. All right. And if y'all have been deciding, should I get one, should I not? Man, let me tell you, these are so much fun. I had started out with several. I don't have as many as I used to anymore, but before any of this, I was always like, so I don't know if y'all see this. Again, I'm not putting the extra hold glue on my hair because I don't feel like it today. But typically I will get like the extra hold hairspray and the hair gel, the extra hold, and put it in my hair so that way the wig sticks on better. And I add bobby pins. I have used the hair nets before, and they're good just to kind of be like the catch for it. But I don't know if y'all can see this, but I do have some short hair, so I do kind of like a little bun at the bottom, okay, right at the nape of the neck. And I have brushed out Miss Guinevere. I call her Guinevere 2.0 because, yeah, the other wig I had, we had to retire her. We had a little mishap because she's synthetic hair. But sometimes the synthetic hairs, yes, you can add heat. She was not heat acceptable. She did not accept the heat. So I had to retire her. She's currently in a bun, but like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I just feel bad if I retire her. So I already have this adjusted for the back. Okay. All right. Guys will be like, see, can't trust a woman. And you see this, they have like the little hair clips. But just so you guys know who are just like, oh, she can't be herself or whatever, I'll be right back. I need to get a brush. I am married. I'm back. I'm married. I started with that. But yeah, I am married. And you know what? Like, he likes it. He likes it. So, yeah. But he says that he always just likes the way that I look anyway. Wig, no wig. Makeup, no makeup. So, Miss Gwendolyn, I have to brush out some of her kinks here because she's been used quite a bit. Again, if you have not owned a wig before, you always brush starting from the bottom and then work your way up to the top. You don't like start from right up here because then that actually pulls the hair off the wig. Even though this one isn't a really nice wig anyway, I love you, I really do. Yeah, it's just the way that some of them, depending on what the purpose for what they were made for, yeah, the hair will tangle, fall out. And she was a pretty inexpensive wig for me trying to get a new one to do videos for. And just be Guinevere, because you know what, I really don't care, and I feel good when I wear it. And I'm using bobby pins just to secure. I forgot to grab 2 more because I typically like to put them in the back here as well, at the nape. Okay. All right. And here is one of the lovely earrings that I made. Has the pentagram, and I used Morrigan's colors. They're not all the colors associated with the Morrigan, but I put red and black. And then I have the little raven crow skull at the bottom. And I have charmed them in representation of my mother and for her protection. And just a reminder of her, because I always want her with me wherever I go. Okay, so I put that on. And where's my other one? But yeah, I will be making a couple more of these because, again, these are fairly easy to make, but I didn't want to make, George told me I really cannot make too many of them because we have so many ideas right now. So, yeah, I own a pair, and there's only 2 right now that have been made, and I gifted one to White Raven. She has her email at Lair of the Witch at yahoo.com. I don't remember, but anyway, Lair of the Witch. But her YouTube channel and Instagram is White Raven. So time came for Samhain, and hence her name, White Raven. I did want to gift her a pair of earrings that I made, and she loves them. She loves them. I'm so happy she loves them. So anyways, guys, final touches when I do readings, and the way that I started, I have my witch hat, my black witch hat. Okay. And then, one more thing that I typically use. This jewelry is protection for me. My friend Cindy, she gifted this for me. It was the hagstone, and she found like a little ring to it, and she was like, you know, you can kind of make it however you want it. So I grabbed some of that black cord that I had to make whatever it was, and I wrapped it. It made me think of another necklace that I had owned some time ago. And actually, you know what, since I have the hair on today, I'm just gonna tie this around in a knot and just wear it as a long necklace today. But I will show you guys one day the wrap necklace that I do have. Gotta take the hat off now. Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting with the wire wrap necklace. It's always kind of harder to, yeah, tie with that. But I love wearing this necklace, especially like in a choker, just so people can see it, and it deflects, and it's protection for me. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, and maybe thinking about some certain things you want to add to Glamour. Oh, one more thing. Not that this is promotional, but I did do this. One time, my friends and I, we were out at a witch shop, and it was out in Galveston. It is called the Witchery. I did find this spray called Come Hither, okay, and it's Attract and Compel. This is made by Wicked Good Coventry Creations. It's got a website. It says wickedgoodinc.com. All right. It was $14 for the spray. It says spray whenever you need to power up your charisma and attract your heart's desire. Made with blended oils. Shake it up before you spray, not for internal use. Okay, got it. But it smells really good. I don't have the ingredients list, but that is kind of like the final touch. And so this was kind of like my ritual when I first started, was I'd put on Florida water, certain oils, sprays like this, especially this one as the after effect, to visual out and have the confidence and present Gwen. So anyways, guys, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, and share this video, because sharing is caring. And I will see you for the next video. So thanks for stopping in and getting ready with me. And peace, love, and light to you, because you can't have the light without the dark. Bye.